Yes, everyone, we know what day it is. It is Sunday. Okay, so Sunday is the market analysis day. It's the 17th. Last week we placed one trade and we lost. If you want to see what trade that is, go into the link in the description. Go join the Telegram. It's free, and you'll be able to see the trade I lost. Yeah, losses is part of the market. At the end of the day, it happens. I like to stay disciplined. Took that loss and then I had the rest of the week off, so it is what it is. But the way I stay disciplined is through my playbook. Everything's in there. This is what I try to stick to as my core rules. So the discipline playbook is also free on Gumroad, so go and download it. It's just an ebook. It's free. Read it. Just try to stick by it when you're trading. It will help you with your psychology a lot. Without further ado, we're going to get into the analysis. As you can see, there's already a little bit up on the screen, so I'll catch you in the analysis. Yes, people, so we're back. This is the analysis. As always, same thing every week. So we're going to break down the charts, see what I expect to happen throughout the week, and yeah, you guys can follow along. Peace. So for GBP USD today, this pair, what I'm expecting is price to actually come down, potentially either retest one of these zones around here, but I expect the price to drop. Reason being is because we had a nice push up which broke structure to the upside. Okay, as you can see, last video was a lot of yawns. I'm hoping I'm not yawning that much this time, but anyway, broke structure, came back down, and we broke structure again to the downside. Okay, so this now shows that we're on a bearish movement. Okay, what we have done is created a pullback, retested off the zone, and then we had a nice big push down again. Now we haven't broken this structure point yet, but price has come back up to this zone again. Okay, so I'm either thinking price has come back to the zone to create the second part of the shoulder, which will be like this. Okay, so if it does, you obviously see the left shoulder, this potential right shoulder, okay, which you can create, and then maybe push price back up again, okay, to then finally break. So we've either got the push down at the moment to create the next shoulder, or we have price breaking this zone, so just continuing to go up from here, and then potentially retesting this zone for it to go up. That's what we have on the daily time frame. 4 hourly, what we're doing is we're just waiting for price to either break this level here and continue to go up, or continue to reject and make its way down again. Okay, so that's what we're waiting for at the moment, so nothing too crazy. Potentially look for a shorts off of this zone here if we do see it wanting to continue to go down, or we'll look for longs if we break the structure to the upside. So if it goes up and breaks the structure here, we're looking for longs. Euro USD, obviously, as I say, these two are quite similar in pairs. I'll be looking for pretty much the same type of thing. I'll either be looking for price to break, which potentially could happen, retest and continue to go up, or I'll be looking for price to reject off of this zone and continue to push price down, potentially retesting the EMA, and then ultimately make its way back up. Okay, so pretty much the same thing for Euro USD. GBP JPY, this pair I think is going to continue to make its way up. Okay, we'll have to see how market opens in like an hour, but let me turn that off, that's pissing me off. We've got this zone here, as you can see, wick, multiple wick rejections off of this zone. Failed to break it, come back down on this section, potentially looking to break this area. If it does break, then we might look for shorts, but I think it's going to hold. If we get the next candle open bullish, so if you get something like this that opens bullish, then we might look for, obviously, for longs to continue to go up, but I'm looking for a break of this structure point here. So we break this structure point, retest for it to continue going up. 4 hourly time frame, pretty similar. Either we get a push up, retest for it to continue going up, or we continue to break structure to the downside. You watch these videos now, it's pretty much similar on the daily time frame, 4 hourly time frame, and hourly. Entries and stuff like that will be in the Telegram, so go and join the Telegram. It's free. You'll be able to see the entries and how I enter the positions, whether or not it's a win or a loss throughout the week, of this analysis. USD JPY, what I'm expecting, obviously you've got the, go to the daily time frame. So we've got the 50 EMA here. Price is rejected multiple times. Where the fuck is my thing? Price is rejected multiple times off of this zone. We've got another rejection on the last candle, so price could potentially make its way up. What I'm looking for on the next candle is obviously just a bullish candle from here now. So you see how it rejected this time, it rejected again, and we've got a nice bullish candle up. I'm expecting the exact same thing here. So rejection, rejection, next candle, potentially touch into this, but then bullish candle up, and then we can look to potentially make some buys. Obviously filling some of these gap, this range here, where nothing has touched it at all from that big ass candle that we had. Okay. Next we have AUD CAD. Not much from AUD CAD for me, in all honesty. The daily's kind of choppy. I'm expecting momentum to continue to the upside, but nothing I'd want to get in on at the moment, so I believe in it. I did expect price to some point obviously build all this consolidation within this zone here. So it's building a lot of pressure, how I like to say, or how I like to call it. Either break to the upside and continue pushing up, or it's going to make some nice big drop and fill in this gap here and continue pushing to the downside. So we're waiting game at the minute for this one. GBP CAD, I think price is going to continue to go up. We've had this massive bullish momentum, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days of bullish momentum. I do like GBP CAD because it does have fucking hell, I do these too late. It does have these nice momentum candles where it's like 12, 13 days in a row we've just had bullish momentum, and then you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like multiple days in one direction. So it could either reject from this zone here and have a nice big push down again for a couple of days, or we could continue to go up, but we'll have to wait and see how price reacts in the next few candles. We have Euro AUD, so some of these pairs that you can see there's a little bit of analysis on, I don't, so I do actually go over this with you on the spot most of the time, having a look. This is just how I do my basic breakdown of the chart. We've got this zone here, for example, multiple wick rejections of this zone here as well. We have managed to close at the zone, so price could potentially push back down. Potentially push back down to here, and then break, retest, and continue to make its way up, which is what I'll be waiting for. No trades on this, but I am bullish. Then we've got British pound, New Zealand dollar. Same with GBP CAD. Not a lot going on with this one in a minute. I won't be touching it. Obviously, quite a lot of bullish momentum. I'm expecting price to continue to go up, but we'll probably need a bit of a rebalance. So if we come back down somewhere around here somewhere, and then continue to make its way up if it does. Okay, you see on the daily, on the weekly, we are in a huge trend to the upside on the weekly time frame. So yeah, price could potentially come back down, retest this level here, retest something around on the trend line, and continue to make its way up, but we are bullish. Then we have AUD JPY. AUD JPY, we are bearish at the moment, so potential sells from zones like this within the midpoint. I mean, if I use the fib for example, high to low, fib around the 50% mark, fib around the 50% mark, potential price could come back up and retest, and then we'll look obviously for shorts within these type of zones, somewhere around here, the price will continue to go to the downside. That's what we're looking for. And then added feature is gold. Don't trade gold, I only mess about with gold every now and then just to see how it's going, but gold has been consolidating with inside this zone quite annoyingly. Price keeps retesting this and then just pushing back up. We've gone up, come back down, retested this zone, we broke this zone within the middle, so I'm expecting price to, obviously what it did here, reject. Sorry, I'm thinking price will probably make its way back down to somewhere around these zones here. Potentially Wick can continue doing what it's doing until it finally breaks this level of 3425 to continue to the upside overall, because gold is just strengthening over the USD. Yeah, so that's my hypothesis for the week coming. Yeah, make sure to stay tuned in the Telegram. Also download the playbook. Stay up to date with a TikTok. Leave a like and leave a comment on this video if it helped. If there's any other stuff you want embedded within the video, maybe if you want me to dive deeper into my entries, potentially dive deeper into just the charts in general, smaller time frames, or how I actually trade overall rather than just a bias for the week, let me know. I'm happy to do that as well. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.